This is Coffee with Kerry, where we chat to amazing people who are going to be challenged to step from behind their professions and join me for a combination of getting to know them and having lots of fun. I believe we often miss out on having fun in our lives, as often life gets too busy. If you're looking to inject more fun into your world, join us here every week. And now it's time to get the show started. Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in to the very first episode of Coffee with Kerry. I'm your host, Kerry Zarb, a little podcasting chick from down under who has had the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet amazing people on Clubhouse right across the globe. We're here to get to know podcasters off the mic and also have a lot of fun. And when I say off the mic, clearly we are back on the mic, but you know what I mean. So it is the 1st of June and this is our official launch day, and unfortunately I really wanted it to be International Coffee Day, but that's not until the 1st of October, so the kind of makeup of that is that it's actually by day of the year it is World Milk Day, so close enough. Many of us have milk in our coffee, so I took the opportunity to launch on this day, and I'm so pleased that you've joined us for the very first episode. Now, before we welcome our first guests, I would like to make a mention that today's episode is supported by Kim White and My Sexy Business. They will help you stop trading time for money and show you how to collaborate your way to more profits in your business. You can visit them at mysexybusiness.com. Joining me today is Chris Vaglio from Rocket Growth Agency podcast, and of course his amazing co-conspirator Amanda Sharp from Bad Mums in Business. If you want to tune in to an amazing interview podcast with business owners, entrepreneurs and professionals, check out Chris's podcast Rocket Growth Agency. And Amanda is one of 3 amazing hosts that chat all things about being a mum and a business owner. But together, these guys also form the Chris and Amanda Show. And oh my God, if you haven't checked that one out, you definitely need to head over there. So guys, thanks for joining me today and thanks for being the first guests. Welcome aboard.
Well, thank you for having us. This is great.
Oh my gosh.
Fantastic.
This is so exciting. We are honored. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome, guys. I really appreciate your time. And Amanda, you dropped off the video there for a second, but you're back, so that's great. It's good to see you again.
I'm here.
So, guys, the first step of this show is round 1. We have the mug shot. So, I asked you prior to the show to bring your favourite novelty mug. Have you delivered? Have you got your mug?
I do.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see them. Okay. Amanda, we're going to take you first. What does it say? I can't quite see that.
It says, do what makes you happy.
Oh, fantastic. Is there a story behind this mug, Amanda?
You know, I was gifted this by my sweet agents that I work with for Christmas, so it's just super special.
Oh, that's cute and sweet. And trust you, Amanda, to have a lovely story behind your mug. And Chris, what's your mug? What have you brought today?
So this is my official R2-D2 mug, the only way to drink coffee in the morning, because R2-D2 basically is the hero of almost every Star Wars film that he's in. And of course, he needs to be the hero of my morning by delivering me sweet, sweet coffee. Because as we know, coffee is life.
Oh, it is. I agree. I think we can't start our day without it, can we?
I absolutely cannot.
No.
Multiple cups are needed.
Absolutely. Multiple pots.
Well, I'm glad you both said that because I have my mug of the day.
Oh.
It's bigger than my
I was
head.
just gonna say that's like the size of your head.
So can we just at first I saw it, I did not care about the size. I was trying to figure out what was on it, and that's what I was obsessed with. It was only after I really digested. It just looked like you were really close. So I thought it.
You thought it was like
I
a
didn't
forced
realize.
perspective.
Yes, I did.
So for the listeners, it's now sitting on my shoulder, and it is.
You're so
It's
cute.
massive.
Still the same
I think
size.
this whole. Yeah, I think it holds about 1 litre. It's crazy. And this is what I should start my day with. I don't actually, but yeah,
I think
it's
you could
it's
fit
huge.
a whole pot of coffee in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
a
some
little
room.
for milk or or whatever creamer you put in.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
But you know what's so special about this mug to me is the fact that it's got the globe on it. Isn't that just so amazing?
Yeah.
So here I am down here in Australia, all the way down here.
There is
and then you guys are
you.
all the way over there.
Yeah, and I'm on the East
there,
Coast,
which is
so I'm like.
yeah, okay. You've really confused
Oh
me.
yeah,
now.
that's right. So so the east, so facing towards England,
Go.
facing towards Europe. Yeah.
Go. So just
Yeah,
move your
move
finger
it
a
up.
little bit up
Yeah.
again. There you
Yeah.
go. There you go.
Roundabout,
That's
yeah.
kind of where we are. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
We're on the east, and you can remember it because it spells we. So the W is on the left, and the E is on the
We're
right.
facing the Atlantic
For
Ocean.
we.
Oh, that's fantastic. Awesome. Thanks, guys, for bringing your mugs to Coffee with Kerry. That's exactly what we needed to kick off for the first segment.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
So great.
Mine's too heavy. Oh, my God, it nearly broke my arm. It weighs a ton. Guys, I wanted to also ask, and I'll start with you, Amanda, what is your most prized possession or collection?
Okay. So I'm not really a thing person. I'm not really a materialistic type of person. And I have to put it into category. If my house was burning down and my peoples and my dogs were safe, what would I go after is the way I had to think about it, because I'm oh, nothing's super
And
important.
can I just add there, because I would not let you say Marcus or Owen. I would not let you put them in here as those prized possessions.
I didn't know if I was allowed to say that, but Kerry directed me that my answer could not be Marcus or Owen. So I was oh. So I've been stewing on this for days because I'm oh my gosh, what am I going to choose? And so at the end of the day, I thought, and this is going to sound awful, because it's not that I love my phone. It's that my flashlight's on. That's so Amanda.
Setting a homing beacon. You're trying to land some planes with that?
Let me just turn that off. There we go.
I think there's some. I think there's some.
Kerry
I think there's
just
some ships
drank.
lost at
Sorry,
sea.
Kerry.
You better leave that light on.
Don't choke. Don't choke. Boop, 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 boop. I mean, this is my life. Oh gosh. I was using it to look for headphones.
Amazing.
Okay. I'm so
That's
sorry,
okay.
Kerry.
I love it.
I'm
I
so
love it.
sorry. Okay. So it's not that I really love my phone. It's what's kept within my phone that's special, like the pictures. Because now there's years and years and years of pictures that I can retrieve off of that. So it's the content that is so special, because I can't duplicate those photos ever. They're of when my baby was so little. And this is going to sound super morbid, and I'm so sorry. But I was flipping through the pictures, starting from the beginning, and it was
Yeah.
what is the old thing called where people would projector, but it would you put the little slides and it kind of made me feel like that. And I'm oh man, if this is what I see as I'm dying, just a flip of all of those sweet memories, are going through my head. I'm I'd be so content. So I know it sounds so morbid, but that's kind of what I thought as I was flipping through. So long answer to your simple question, but my phone with the flashlight.
With the flashlight. Don't forget the flashlight.
With the flashlight. Sorry, guys.
All right, it's okay. I was pointing because I had a mouthful and I couldn't swallow, and I was like, it was going to go across the roadcaster, and I thought, oh dear.
Oh my gosh, the roadcaster getting ruined because of me. If you would have spit that out, it would have felt awful.
It's okay.
Chris.
I might put a waterproof cover on
you know
this
what?
for future episodes, perhaps.
Now she's learned.
We didn't
now there's
prepare
things she'll
Kerry
know
good enough
what to
for
do.
us.
Oh, no, you should have sent me the manual. Oh,
Yeah, we're like the stressor test. We're like the stress test. Pressure test.
that's it. This is the
Absolutely.
full test right here. Yep.
Yes.
Oh, but I love it because there's no nerves. They're all gone. It's just beautiful. I love it. Fantastic.
Oh, the shades of red.
Yeah, take a breath. Take a breath. Oh, I sent a text to my husband. Please turn the heater off. Oh my God, it's cooking in here. Oh dear. So, Chris, what is your most prized possession or collection? Do I even need to ask the question?
Oh boy. So there's so this was tough because I thought about this long and hard, and yes, I took, of course, my kids, my dog Milo out of there because that's just given stuff, so that's fine. So I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna think more materialistic type things, and so there were really two things I came down to of because I'm like in this room. There's so much stuff packed in here that's like it's ridiculous. So two things to me that are like I would run back in and get. So one is my 1990 Les Paul,
Whoa.
my Gibson Les Paul Studio. This is the first now this isn't my first guitar. I had two other guitars before this, but this was the first time that I bought something that was like, oh my God, this was like a real significant investment. Like I cashed in my savings bonds to get this in 1990, and I played in a ton of bands with this guitar. I recorded with this guitar. I have other ones, but this to me is the one. I used to say I would get buried with this guitar, but then I realized I don't want to. I want to, pass it on.
Pass it on.
So, but yeah, so this is one, which is huge.
One.
And then another one is, and I made a video about this, would be my original 1980s Millennium Falcon from Empire Strikes Back, complete with Han Solo and Chewbacca in there,
yes.
co-piloting and all that. So it's definitely a little worse for wear because it was played with, but yeah, this is the Millennium Falcon, 1980s style. So that would be the other thing, because I have to, especially if it's a fire, it'll melt right away. I get it.
He really just needs to be able to pick up that room and take the whole room with him.
You know what, Amanda? You make a really great point. This whole room just needs to be immediately evacuated,
Fireproofed,
and then everything else can the rest of it can burn. That's fine. But this.
So, Chris, I've got to say, well, firstly, guys, we've moved to the whole house is on fire. I love this concept. I love that you had to deep dive like that, and I'm sorry to put you under that duress, coming up with the answer to this question. So, but I love it. I think that's fantastic. But the other part is, Chris, how am I supposed to follow that, mate? You've got this awesome guitar, and you've got this Star Wars relic. I've got nothing. I've got nothing now.
I also have all my records, too. That's a whole other thing. So it's there's just so much. It's tough. It's tough.
Okay, so note to self: Chris needs a moving truck to abort mission quickly for a fire and grab all those collections.
It needs to be a button that is like an elevator and just brings it down to a level in a sealed, a blast-proof room. It's big, and then it just all lowers down, and then it's just safe.
I do have a blast noise
I need
here.
that in my life.
I do have a blast noise, but it's on there. It's not going to come through here. Sorry, guys.
How about
close?
That's like a whip sound.
That's as close as I've got.
Or how about a buzzer?
I've got the bell.
Good enough.
I'm sorry. I didn't bring it. Oh dear, too funny.
Well, you weren't prepared for houses burning down. I mean, this is what we bring to the table,
I was not.
Kerry.
I would have had fire engines and sirens and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. We're a bit dramatic.
Houses burning down, secret lairs to store stuff in that are blast proof. I mean, it's a whole thing going on here.
Amanda dying with her final images. I mean, we brought it today.
But you know what? We'll always be able to find Amanda because a flashlight on her phone will be on, so we'll always be able to find her no matter what happens.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Look for the light. Look for the light.
And I can hear Amanda saying to Owen and Marcus, follow the light, follow the light.
Follow the light.
Oh, my God.
They would have been expecting a whole different type of light.
Oh, too funny, too funny. All right, I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it back.
So
No, it's fine.
I'm
It's
taking
fine.
over your show. Apologies.
I love it. I love it. This is what I need. All right, we're going to move on to the next segment of the show. And when I say that, that's cue for editing, by the way. So just putting it out there. Which does involve... Are you ready for this? Oh, my God.
Are you ready for this?
Oh, my God. All right, whip noise once more. 5 fun facts about Chris, closely followed by 5 fun facts for Amanda. Are we ready? Now, there's a twist. There's a twist. You would have seen behind me, for the listeners, I'm apologising for the fact that you can't see this, that I have a numbers board.
Yes, you do.
And the numbers there are 1 to 20. So Chris needs to pick 5 numbers, and behind each number is a mystery question.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Go, Chris.
First of all, I love for the visual
Chris,
side of
it's
this,
like
it was
we're-
like Kerry's talking and she slowly slid out of frame to like have a dramatic reveal. That was very good. Very good theater there. I love it.
Yeah.
Adds to the drama. All right.
Yes.
So I have to pick 5 numbers. Like right now, all 5, or do I just go one at a
Oh
time?
my goodness.
Let's do all 5 because it's over there.
Okay. 3.
3.
I didn't realize how far back it was, dude. Did you see how far back she slid? That was 15.
It was... It's so dramatic.
It's so amazing. I love it. 18.
It's so beautiful.
Now, I will say I can't see that. I think that's one last row of numbers. No, all the way to my right.
Oh, is there a number to the right of 2,
Oh, yeah.
7, 12, and 17?
Yes.
To the other side.
Yep, 1, 6, 11, and 16.
Oh, we can't see those ones.
And it won't move.
Okay, so it's
She's-
1, 6.
So just think numbers 1 to 20.
Gotcha. Okay. So I have to pick 2 more. So
Use that beautiful mind.
I'm gonna pick number 1.
This is so great.
Amazing. And I choose 19.
I appreciate you knew there was numbers missing. The East Coast was hidden.
The East Coast was hidden.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I apologise for that. All right, Chris.
How fun, though.
You chose these questions, so it's on you. It's not me. So really, it's fantastic. Okay. What's your favourite season and why?
My favorite season would be fall, because I like that it's still kind of warm during the day, but a little cool at night, and I could rock a lot of hoodies because I'm a big hoodie guy. So, and I love the changing of the leaves and all that. So it's kind of like how fall starts. It's like still hot. I can still go in the pool, but then by the end, it's like, so I don't know. It's a nice balanced seasonal change, and I like the way it looks, and it smells good too.
Good choice.
Chris, did you notice that she held up the card like she had to prove that it was number 3 in the question?
It's a lot of verification, and I appreciate it. I appreciate the verification quality. It's like a certificate of authenticity.
Absolutely.
There
they
you go.
are literally printed with the number and the question on the back.
So fancy.
Courtesy of my wonderful husband. All right, so Chris, the next one you chose was number 15. And the question is, what's your favourite holiday period of the year? For example, Christmas, Easter, something else. You guys had Thanksgiving.
So I really love the from Halloween to like New Year's. So it's like, I know it's like because it just is like, you know, Halloween, like you get into the mood, and I watch a lot of horror movies, and because I love horror movies, and then I eat a lot of candy, and then I move into Thanksgiving, and I get ready for the big feast, and then Christmas and New Year's, because New Year's, it's like I always end with a party. So I don't know, does that count, or I have to pick one?
Well, I'm going to let it slide only because we're talking
season.
a 3-month window here.
Right.
Like that's fantastic. 3 months.
Right, it
take it.
starts there, and then it cruises till New Year's Day. Yeah.
I love that.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's like tailgating up to the new year.
Yes, thank you, Amanda.
There you
Well
go.
put.
I like it.
Hashtag tailgating to the new year.
All right. Chris, the next one you chose was number 18. Who is the person you would most like to meet? So someone you haven't met that you want to meet.
Oh, man. Does this person still need to be alive, or what are the rules to this? Like, they still have to physically be of this mortal coil?
You can choose, but I can tell you if they have passed this life, I probably won't know them because I'm terrible at that kind of stuff. But go for it.
Okay, well, everybody would think I would say George Lucas, and he's very high on the list. However, Eddie Van Halen is why I started playing guitar, and you know, I never got to meet the man, saw them live 1,000 times, and obviously now, you know, he's passed on. But I would say Eddie Van Halen would be my number one. George Lucas is number 2.
Okay, I take it, and I know little about both because I don't know what that is. I can't even explain that. I'm sorry. All right, you picked number 1. What's your favourite colour and why?
My favorite color. So I always go back and forth between blue and orange a lot because I feel I like the complementary of them, and something speaks to me. But I think blue is definitely the one I gravitate more towards more than anything. I just like blue. Plus, all my favorite sports teams seem to be all blue, so it's gonna be blue. Maybe royal blue. If I'm gonna be a little more specific.
Ooh. Do you have a hex code or an RGB or something for us?
I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I do.
That's okay. That's okay. I was playing.
I know it's written down somewhere.
All right. The last question for you, Chris, and then you're out of the hot seat. Number 19, you have selected. Do you have a hidden talent? Hidden.
A hidden talent. Trying to think about that because I feel like everybody seems to know. I kind of really am like an open book a bit. I don't know if this is really a talent though, so to speak, but I like to make up a lot of silly songs about people. Like I do it like, well, mostly in my family. Like I sing to the dog, and I make up songs to the dog, and then I make up songs with my wife. And when the kids were really little, I used to just like make up songs all the time. And so I don't know. I don't know if that's really a talent, but not very many people I think see that side of me where I just make up like a lot of silly goofy songs for like no reason, and they don't even make sense. I just take the person's name and I'm just like,
on the fly.
Milo, you're the cutest dog of all. Milo, I love you, Milo dog. You know, I do stuff like that.
I love it. I think that's great. So I will classify that as a hidden talent because I wouldn't have known that. So that's hidden from me. That's hidden from me. Amanda, did you know that one?
No, and I'm sitting here the whole time he's saying it going, then why don't we have a jingle for our show?
It's Chris and Amanda Show. Oh, the Chris and Amanda Show. That's it.
It's the one. It's the one.
Kind of reminded me of Happy Days a little bit there, guys.
I do know that
okay.
if we do that, there has to be hand claps and whistling, especially because Amanda has now decided to pursue a career as a professional whistler. So that's something that we have to integrate because we have to create an audition for her. You know.
Carrie's face. She's like, oh.
What?
Are you serious? Am I supposed to be happy, excited? Like, your face was great.
I did not know what to make of that, other than the fact that I didn't know this was becoming a thing. I thought Amanda was going to be MC to the stars, but no, she's going to be the whistler. The whistler.
So
I can do it all,
talented,
Carrie. It's
Carrie.
okay.
You have no idea. It's a
I'm
great
getting
first
to know.
show.
I'm getting to know pretty fast. Now, Amanda, you have to choose the remaining, well, your 5 numbers from the remaining numbers on the board, because we can't do those ones again. They're gone now. So
Fair.
choose
They're
your
gone
numbers.
Chris took them. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to do 2. I knew that was going to happen. 13. Because that's basically Marcus's favorite number. I'm going to do 12. An 8. And 20. I think that was 5. I might have went for 6. I don't know.
No, you've
We'll
done
see.
well. You've got 5. But I do want to point out something else, guys. I see a bit of a pattern here. So Chris's favourite colour is blue. 1, 2. He chose 4 blue cards. Amanda's favourite colour is yellow. Sorry, I already knew that.
Yeah.
And she chose 4 yellow cards.
Exactly. We're the
Look at
perfect
that.
duo.
Yes.
What the? Did you guys plan this?
100%.
Not at all.
Well,
gonna
you see
stitch
what
her up
happens
on her
is
first
Amanda and
show,
I
and
can
this is
actually
how
just
we're gonna do
communicate just by staring at each other. Like, and she just knows exactly, like, and it's just boom. And we have this, like, just total, like, wavelength. Only unique to us.
So perfect. Very much so. Very much so.
All right. So, Amanda, you've chosen question number 2.
I'm ready.
Which is, what is your favourite movie or TV show? And it could be from now or from your childhood.
Oh my, I'm going to be terrible at this. You can edit anything out, right? Because there might be some waiting. To the do.
This is Coffee with Kerry, where we chat to amazing people who are going to be challenged. Do you want me to turn that off? Are you ready? I wasn't sure.
I just was looking, like I could visually see all my DVDs. Oh my gosh, it's really bad. It's really bad. Okay. All right. I'm just going to throw one out there, but it's really not my favorite. But Secondhand Lions. Chris is like, that makes no sense, Amanda. What just happened?
What? Wait, what is it? I don't even know it. Oh my God.
It's a really sweet movie. If you watch it, you'll be like, that's an Amanda movie.
Hang on, let me write it down. Secondhand Lions.
Secondhand Lions. It's super cute. It's got Robert Duvall, who incidentally has always been a crush of mine since I was very young. So if that was
Personally, I think that may be the first time in my entire existence that I've ever heard I've had a secret crush on Robert Duvall. I mean, I think he's an amazing actor. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he's really good.
And he's very old in that movie, too.
I believe you.
No, it's a cute movie.
I don't think he does.
He's still hung up on that. Okay, but it's like, I'll just stick with that because I'm not really sure what else to answer.
Well, I'm going to go in search of this movie, and I don't know how deep into Google I'm going to have to search for it, but I'll take on the challenge.
Chris is like, Amanda, you disappointed me. It was supposed to be Star Wars.
Chewbacca has his hands up in anger.
I'm so sorry, Chris.
Just saying.
I do. I do.
Oh, that's what I need, a Chewbacca noise. That's next. Okay. All right. Amanda, number 13. Who is your favourite? Oh no, this is not going to go well. Who is your favourite fictional character?
Oh man!
Can we switch?
You're
I'll
getting
do
the
her
hard
questions.
ones, I
You can
guess.
do
I don't
Some
know.
more music. I have one.
Okay.
Ariel from The Little Mermaid. I really
Okay.
like her.
Well, I already know who. I
don't even have words for that. I don't even know what to say to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob.
They're behind her. Voila!
Bob. All right, we're going to the next question. Amanda, number 12. You've selected number 12. And number 12 question is, what kind of morning person are you? Bounce out of bed or hit snooze 15 times?
Oh, I am a bounce out of bed type of gal. Or the couch for when I randomly fall asleep on the couch. I'm a bounce out of the bed or bounce out of the couch.
Oh. Either of those is good. Amanda, you've chosen question number 8. And question number 8 is, are you a pet owner?
Oh, yes, I am. And the rule...
And please explain.
The rule in my house is 1 animal per person ratio. So I have 3 dogs because I push it to the limits.
You took them all. You took all the pets?
All the pets. We have Billy, who's a Min Pin, Harry, who's a Chihuahua, and then Dexter, who's the German Shepherd. Carrie.
Wait, you got a
Chihuahua.
You got a what?
Chihuahua.
Oh,
I was like, is that a new breed? I was thinking that too.
didn't know what a
what is
Chihuahua
Amanda
was.
getting some cool designer breed of Chihuahua? I'm kind of like, whoa, what's a Chihuahua? I kind of want to see what that is. I'm trying to think of what is that a mix of, and
yeah, I want one of them.
I just want everybody listening to know this that we're recording this show and it's not even 12 p.m. here on the East. This is actually in the morning for us.
Oh my God. What is Amanda like in the afternoon?
I'm a morning person.
Oh, definitely.
That's what the same thing is that I do with lyrics. I say words that I feel so confident about and feel like everyone else should know.
It's actually
heart attack. Like there was any reasonable.
But that's gonna be the theme song to
why
our
would those
show.
even be lyrics? Rock me like a heart attack. Yes. And I laugh like I've been smoking for years and I've never smoked a day in my life. So I apologize for all of the editing
says that now
you have
until
to
she's
do.
like,
it's fine.
No,
It's fine.
you say that now.
I don't want to edit.
She says that now.
I'm going to have so much fun editing this. I love it.
I'm so sorry.
Amanda, you have chosen question number 20, which happens to be, what's your favourite hobby or something you look forward to in your spare time?
Clubhouse.
There's a song for it now, I see.
Yeah.
You've made this up.
Oh, yes. That is my favorite pastime. You can find me in the club.
In the club.
Carrie is just not sure what's happening right now.
I'm just getting on board. I'm getting on board because I agree 100%. I probably need to confess the same, but yeah, just didn't. Why did I not expect that answer? I really should have expected that answer. I really should.
It would have been hanging out with Owen,
That's
but
fair.
he doesn't like to hang
That's
out
fair.
with me anymore. So I make you guys.
Owen has been replaced. That's very fair. Okay, guys, we are moving on to the next segment. This section of the podcast is called Aussie Word of the Week. I have a word that you may not know either exists or you might think it means something completely different. So I have a little trinket box of words. And of course, the top of it has a minion on it.
Cute.
Yes.
Cute.
And the word is sickie. And I'll put it in a sentence. I'm going to chuck a sickie. Do you guys know what it is?
When I use the word sicky, I'm like, Chris, are you sicky? Do you need me to get you some, like, Sprites, some Vernors to make you feel better? Like, sick. Like, that's an extension of sicky.
You're close. You're really close.
Like,
you are actually pretty
I was
close.
gonna say it. Is that a cigarette?
No.
I have no idea.
So here in Australia, to chuck a sickie is to basically take a day off when you're not sick. You chuck a sickie.
we say, like, plain hooky.
Okay. Did not know that one. Hooky.
Oh yeah, playing hooky. Oh yeah.
We
Wow, I haven't used that word in a while. Yeah, playing hooky.
I bring it to me to bring it out of the vaults. Playing hooky from 1981.
Hey, we're playing hooky today. Who wants to play hooky? Hey, how are ya?
And see, back when I grew up, hooky was a game. There was like pegs on a board in a circle, kind of like a dartboard, but they had hooks on them, and you had these rubbery rings that you used to throw to get on the hook board. That was hooky.
Oh, like the boardwalk, like with the ring toss game. Boardwalk kind of a thing.
I feel like a piece of Carrie's soul keeps leaving her body every time we still talk.
I know. She's like, how quickly can I shut this show down?
It's still early. It's okay. We've got plenty of time. So other than hooky, do you guys have another word for me that I might not be familiar with?
I don't know that I'd be the best person to ask because my words may or may not actually exist. So, Chris, do you have a good recommendation?
I'm trying to think about it because it's like there's words and then there's like East Coast words and then there's words that are just Northern Jersey.
You see, Carrie, there's words and then there's words and then there's words.
Like I
Amanda's words.
I know sometimes like people like see Amanda probably knows this phrase, but I'm not sure. So it's like I don't know how well this translates, right? So when I say, "Hey, we're going to the shore," like
the beach.
Yeah, okay. So, but in some places, like, what is the shore? I don't know what you're talking about, and it's like, oh, it's the beach.
I just guessed.
No, it's good. All right, so it's good. And that's not a hard one,
Okay.
but sometimes that's one that's like people get like a little hung up on. Or, of course, there's the Taylor ham and pork roll debate. The
what?
great Taylor ham and pork roll debate of the Northeast. Taylor ham and pork roll.
Do you know that?
Amanda probably knows what pork roll is.
I do. There's a lot of of those type of debates here in the States.
Mm-hmm.
As to which is the right way to say it?
Well,
so
like pork roll is a thing, right? It's just disgusting, but it's so good, especially after a night of drinking all night. And you wake up, it's a pork roll and egg and cheese sandwich, right? But there is a company called Taylor Ham that makes pork roll, but everybody just refers to it as Taylor Ham. But then there is only, to us, it's only, there is only one pork roll and it's Taylor Ham. There's all these other brands and they're meaningless. There's only Taylor Ham, but you just get this whole debate of like, well, no, it's pork roll. We're like, no, but it's Taylor Ham. And there's only Taylor Ham to us. There is no other thing. So it's just, it's just a weird geographic type thing.
All right, guys, oh, wrong button. Let me start again.
That's her saying how happy she is this is almost over.
Yeah.
It's not me. We have come to the end of the show. Oh, I'm really sad about that. I thought we could have kept going way, way longer. We could have been here all night for me and all morning for you guys, let's be honest. So I would love to ask you both, and we'll start with you, Chris, just again recap your podcast, the names of those for the listeners. That would be fantastic.
Sure, absolutely. Thanks. And yeah, this was so awesome. I'm so glad we did it. I am sad that it's come to an end. But alas, all great things must come to an end, but I'm sure we'll be back at some point. So we had a great time. So my podcast, so I have 3. One is called The Galaxy of Geeks, and that is a podcast that airs every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern. We stream that out live and then release as an audio version, and that is for fans of Star Wars and geekdom and anything in fandom, comic books, movies, all that stuff. So that's what we talk about. So if you love talking about that, then you'll love the show I do with my co-host Victor. My second show I do is called Rocket Live, which is also the Rocket Growth Agency podcast, the audio version. That streams live every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern and usually features interviews with entrepreneurs, business owners, founders, creators, all talking about where they came from, where they are now, and how they're helping others. And of course, my third show I do is with my amazing co-host, Amanda Sharp, called The Chris and Amanda Show, and I will let Amanda talk about that one.
Thank you, Chris. I will start with that one because it is so much fun. We do it once a week, every Monday, but we put a lot of additional fun content together. We do 3 songs a piece. We rate it. We have a good scaling system that's very complex. Basically, 1 record, meaning it's a dumpster fire, like Chris always says, and we're never going to even talk about it again. It'll be a trigger point for us. And 5 records, meaning that it's going to forever stay on our playlist. And it's just, great gold that we just can't get rid of. So it's pretty complex if we're being honest. Totally kidding. It's very simple, but we have so many giggles, so many laughs. The audience is really, really great. Our community we're building is fantastic. So it's something that we're just really proud of it, and it comes from a place of joy that we hope that it just makes people smile throughout the day and the weeks. So that's that one. And then my second is Bad Moms in Business with 2 of my great co-hosts, Danielle and Bridget. We're not bad moms. It just happens to be our initials, Bridget, Amanda, and Danielle. And I always feel like I have to explain that because I'm such a helicopter mom. I'm like, wait. I'm not a bad mom. Like, I want to be very clear. And we are all 3 very different, moms. We come from different approaches, different backgrounds. So the combination together just makes for some entertaining content, but also we cover some hard topics too that I've cried a handful of times. I haven't cried with Chris yet. So I'll let you be the judge.
Maybe
he
if you're
says
crying,
not yet. Challenge accepted.
maybe if you're crying with Chris, it's more happy tears because of all the laughter and fun that you guys are having together.
Absolutely. My jaw is usually really worked out. I keep hoping it gets rid of the double chin, but not yet. Give it a couple more episodes.
Yeah, where that show starts and where it ends is never the same place.
Never.
You guys obviously have a blast together, and I love that duo, that combination. And something that comes to mind with that is that, that UK TV show, I think it's called Top Gear, with the 3 guys and how they do that
Right.
TV show together. But if you were to take any of those out of it, any of those 3 characters, it just wouldn't be the same. It's like taking Sheldon out of Big Bang Theory. Like, it just wouldn't work. So if Amanda decides to go hiatus and do something else, then Chris is pretty well screwed and the show needs to stop.
I mean, who else
Pretty
comes
much.
prepared with a flashlight?
Exactly. I know. It's her own homing beacon, so...
It really is. It really is.
And
Guys,
I couldn't do it without Chris.
Yeah.
That's why I have my flashlight to go find him if he ever tries to disappear.
Yeah, if Amanda leaves, the show is just trash, and I'll throw it in a dumpster fire along with the 1 record.
the Chris show, it doesn't have quite the same ring to it there,
No,
Chris. I'm
total
sorry.
gar. I wouldn't listen to it.
Stop. I would. I just would be really sad.
Well, guys, I really want to thank you for coming on the show. It's just been such a blast and so many amazing laughs together. I don't think I've ever had so much fun on a podcast. So that was the whole purpose of this and bringing you guys on for episode 1. It's just been more than I expected, if I'm honest. It's been fabulous. We've had a great time and there's been lots of fun involved, which is just so good. So good. Thank you.
Well, thank you. It was an amazing opportunity, and we're so honored to be your first guests on show number 1. We will forever hold that prestige that we were number 1 on Kerry's new show. This is great. No, seriously, though, it's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. So thanks for having us. It was a lot of fun.
I echo that. It is such an honor to be your number 1, guest duo, and thank you for putting up with us. We know that we're a lot.
Too good, guys. I'll be sending out trophies in the mail. Just, allow a couple of weeks for that to turn up, and it'll have episode 1 of Coffee with Kerry written on the base of the trophy. That's a really good idea that I just came up with and committed to. So there you go. That's how it rolls. I might even try and put in a little branded mug for you both as well, because I think this is something. Well, it's the mug shot. We did the mug shot, so now if you have, yeah, exactly. If we can bring it home with a Coffee with Kerry mug out to the guests, I think that's something else I've just committed to. There you go. My husband's going to kill me, but that's okay. That's okay.
Well, I will say it will be proudly displayed.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Guys, again, so much fun. Thank you so much, and we will chat really soon.
Thanks, Kerry.
Thanks.
Thanks for tuning in to Coffee with Kerry. You can catch us weekly, and I'd love to receive your rating or personal review. See you next week.